Nationwide, there's a growing shortage of auto mechanics. Older mechanics are retiring and they're...
Diesel Tech Chris here, guys, and I'm going to shed a little light on the little clip there in the beginning that you just saw. So behind me here, I have this truck here. It is a 6.7 Power Stroke diesel with a 10R140 transmission, 10-speed. Okay, let me just give you a little example of what some of us technicians go through in this industry. So this truck originally came in with some harsh engagement. Plug that in, the system comes up, tells you to replace the valve body per this TSB. First of all, what it has you do is an adaptive learn strategy, and that takes 2 hours, so anywhere between an hour and 2 hours. And in fact, it was actually worse after we did that. So then it says to replace the valve body. Okay, replace the valve body. Guess what? Didn't fix it. Wouldn't even back out of the stall. Okay, do the adaptive relearn again. Plug your info in. Ford says, hey, now we've got a TSB, we want you to replace your seals and your input shaft and your output shaft seals. It's another TSB. Okay, well, to do that, you have to remove the transmission to do that. Okay, remove the transmission, send it over to our transmission guy. Transmission guy replaces the seals. We put it all back up in there, put the fluid in it, adaptive relearn, go out and drive it. It's better, but it's still not fixed. Contact Ford. Ford says, hey, put another valve body in it. Okay. Sit around, wait on the valve body. Valve body shows up. Guess what? Didn't fix it. Now we've got an issue in our C-clutch. So here I am for a second time having to remove this transmission for a second time. It's all warranty. It's all warranty work, TSB. You think we're gonna actually get paid for the time, the amount of time that we've had in this? We'll never see that. You wonder why that technicians are so upset and technicians are leaving this field. This is a prime example of why. This is why. It's just gotten to the point where it is so difficult to make a living in this industry, and that's why people are leaving, and that's why new techs aren't coming in to replace the techs leaving. There's one thing about this industry, is it is not made for the weak at all. You spend all your time chasing hours, you spend all your time chasing your paycheck, you're chasing parts, you're having to figure out labor ops, you're having to punch time clocks, there's just too many hoops to jump through. And it all starts at the manufacturer level. That's, first of all, quality control would go a long way. Quality of parts would go a long way. If the manufacturers would do a better job of retaining and taking care of their techs and stop making it so difficult for us to do our jobs, it would be a lot easier. But until that day comes, or until that change happens, this is exactly what you're gonna have. You're gonna have a lot of techs leaving the field. And don't even get me started on the amount of techs that are leaving because of everything going towards electric. I mean, that's a whole nother fucking ball field in itself. The older generation of techs that you do have still doing this don't want to stick around and don't want to learn that stuff. And the younger guys that you have, like myself, in here doing it, are so worn out and tired of being beat on by chasing down a paycheck that we don't want to do it either. It's a hard industry, that's for sure. It's also a very rewarding industry. I'm still very happy with what I do. I'm still very much content, but I definitely understand the frustration and the mentality behind all of it. It is extremely frustrating, and we have good days, but there are a lot of bad days too. So hug your local mechanic, all right guys? I'll see you on the next one.